Okay, so today is August 22nd, and my car has been down at Mitsubishi since like the 10th, and they told me that their technician was gone until the 20th, so he should have been back 2 days now. And of course, I haven't heard anything from them, so I'm going to call Mitsubishi this morning and get an update, and I'm 98% sure they haven't touched or moved or looked at my car because they know that I bought the new truck. I brought my rental car back at the beginning of the week, like 5 days ago. I told them, look, I'm not that guy. Everybody's telling me I should keep this rental here in my driveway, forcing you to pay for it, so that the more you pay for stuff, the sooner you'll look at my car. And guys, I can't do that. It's not in me to do that. Somebody else out there needs a car. I bought the truck. I went and picked up the truck. I didn't need the rental, so I brought it back. But I made sure they knew damn well, that I'm doing this because in good faith that you're going to be looking at my car. And here we are, the 22nd. My car sat there for a week and a half. It should have had a slot booked in for it, right? When the technician came back. Okay, first thing, look at his car. And I haven't heard anything. So let's give them a call and see what they say. But also, I know that they see my phone number come up, and 98% of the time now, they don't answer. I have to leave them a message, and then they call me back at the end of the day. This is how it seems to work.
Hello, you've reached the service department at North Bay Mitsubishi.
All right, we'll try the manager, Jason, that I deal with directly.
I believe he's in New Lisker today.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's the same girl answering the phone for both, because the calls actually both go to Toyota, where Jason is a manager at Toyota, but he's also a manager at Mitsubishi. And the guy that owns Mitsubishi owns Toyota, vice versa, right? He owns both. Mitsubishi is not at the top of the priority list. Toyota is. It's little things like that call to Mitsubishi and to Toyota right there that really burn me about this situation. My car's been sitting across the road in that empty lot for the last 10 days, which should put me at the priority top of their list to say, we need to fix this guy's car and get that resolved. 160 some days they've had my car now in the last year and a half. And because of that, this has been going on so long, they don't care. In fact, I am at the bottom of the list. I guarantee you nobody has looked at that car yet or moved it from that lot, even though their technician was supposed to be back to work 2 days ago. They've never called me, so we know they haven't done anything. They haven't given me a plan of action of, this is what we're going to do next, this is what we're going to try, and when we get to that point, and it's the final thing that there is to change in this car, what we're going to do then, they haven't given me any plan of action to resolve this. Now, I want to talk about something else, too, because I am grateful to be in a position to be able to buy a new vehicle, okay? Now, I worked hard for it, guys. I worked a 30-year career. My wife still works. We're not lucky to be in this position. We put ourselves in this position. But lots of people would be in the same boat as me, would not be able to buy a new car. And where would they be right now? They'd be without a car for 160 some days that the Mitsubishi's been down there on their lot. And that is ridiculous. I had to cancel a reservation at a provincial park this summer. I didn't have a vehicle. The loaner that they did give me had no trailer hitch on it. It was the Eclipse crossover, which was a third smaller than my vehicle. We did go to Toronto another time with 4 of us crammed in there. Didn't even have enough room for all our luggage. So I mean, it's an inconvenience that they can't even match your vehicle to the rental they're giving you. And my boat, another one is my boat. It's been sitting in the shed all summer. I haven't had it out once because I haven't had a hitch to get it out. But they act like they're the ones being inconvenienced when I call them and say, why are you not fixing my car? Why are you not working on my car? Please give me a plan of action, which I think are all reasonable things to point out or ask for. My daughter is doing her driving lessons right now, getting her license. That car was supposed to be the one she's driving in. I don't want her driving in that thing. No! So I've had to rearrange my life. I had to buy that a year earlier than I was going to. So there are all these little things that are, they just don't give a damn, but they will act like they're the ones being mistreated by a customer asking, what's going on with my car. So I'm going to kill another hour today by driving down to Mitsubishi, talking to the service advisor there and saying, what is the plan of action? Let's talk to the tech here. What are we doing? what's going on. Again, more waste of my time. I am actually packing up the truck today. We are going camping. That was part of the reason why a week and a half ago I got proactive and said, hey, I'm buying the new vehicle. Let's just do it. Because we only had 2 weeks booked this summer of provincial parks. I already canceled one of them, and I wasn't about to cancel the second one. So even if I didn't buy one, I would have rented something. We're going camping. We're going today. We're going to have an awesome weekend. I just have to get this stress out of my way first, which is going down, driving down there, and coming out with no information is what's going to happen, because they're going to give me the runaround again, but I have to do my due diligence, and that's show up at their door, causing a stink, saying, hey, there's my car across the road. What are you doing about it? All right, so today is the 25th, and I was told that the technician would be back at Mitsubishi on the 20th, so it's been another 5 days. I haven't heard anything, so we're going to actually drive down to Mitsubishi. I did call them on Friday of last week. Nobody called me back. Nobody cares, because I brought the rental back. They don't care. It's not costing them anything to leave my Mitsubishi sitting in the parking lot across the road. And we're going to drive down there, and I'm going to show you guys that it's still sitting in the same place, no doubt. Then we're going to go in and talk to the service manager and say, what is the plan moving forward? What are they doing with this car? And we're also going to try to talk to the actual general manager. He's never there. He's always over at Toyota, but we're going to try to find him. I need a plan of action for Mitsubishi, because weeks and weeks and weeks just keep going by and they don't care. They do nothing. So, right where I left it 15 days ago. Hasn't moved. Let's go see what their plan of action is. So, I am still sitting down here. I called over to Toyota and asked to speak to Jason. Of course, he's on the phone with somebody else. He'll call me back. We'll see if that happens. It didn't happen last week. And then I spoke to the service manager here, Gina, and I said, like, what is the plan of action? What are they going to do? When is the car getting in the garage? She told me that she can get it in probably on Wednesday. So, and I also talked to the technician who was walking across the parking lot when I first pulled up. So I talked to him and he goes, oh, I'm swamped. I have tons of jobs. And I said, well, okay, great. I understand that. But why is my car that's been sitting here for 15 days, why am I at the bottom of the list? I know it's a tough one that you guys can't figure out, but it should be in the shop and somebody should be working on it. Why do I get delegated to the bottom of the list because it's something that they can't figure out? You know, so then I said, what is the plan moving forward? What are we doing? And Gina tells me there is no plan. She hasn't been given direction by anybody from the tech unit or up above. They just need to keep trying to diagnose it, even though they've done everything they can and they're not being shown any errors by the computer that they can specifically go to and say it's this. The technician told me that the next thing he thinks it could be would be air conditioning compressor, and that they would probably end up swapping that out. And then he said after that, he goes, there's nothing left to change in that car. So is that what they're going to do on Wednesday? I don't know. I will keep you guys posted. But I told her I want an action plan from Mitsubishi moving forward. What are you going to do to this car and when? It can't just keep sitting here week after week after week because they know I bought a new vehicle. I'm not in one of their rentals. There's no pressure on them to do anything. But I did feel that that is the right thing to do, is to bring the rental back so the other poor schmuck who's on the list waiting just like I was gets his rental. You know, I can't do that. I am the better person in this scenario, and I will stick to that. Mitsubishi needs to do something, get off their ass and do something and fix this car.